right, so welcome everyone to episode 8 to Joey and Chandler's Super Fun Time Terrific Happy Hour. Welcome, Joey.
Welcome, Chandler.
And we'll let the audience in on the fact that, once again, me switching back and forth between apps caused us to redo it, but clearly you seem too upset about it to continue.
I mean, it is what it is, man.
You're like so brokenhearted.
I'll drown my sorrows in a little can of...
You're like, I guess I can keep going. All right, so again, I always like to kind of lead off with what I call headlines, for me. Stuff that's kind of what's going on, things we don't know about each other. But before I do that, I wrote my note here. What's our tagline that you came up with?
Whoa.
Do you remember what it was? We're the what?
We're the Seinfeld of podcasts.
And why are we the Seinfeld of podcasts?
Because in like true us fashion, like our conversations really don't ever get anywhere. Like, I mean, they get some places, but there's not really...
We're the podcast show about nothing?
Yeah, we don't take home. I mean, there's not a whole lot to take home. Like, It's just one of those entertaining things. And like when you get done, you're like, what did I spend the last?
Hey, I'm trying to get people to take home our teachable moments. That's my goal.
I mean, we can go. I mean, there's always shoot for the star. What is it? Shoot for the moon, stars. So you can
aim high. I don't know.
What is that thing? So shoot for the moon. So if you
should like aim low, so if you don't get there, you're not disappointed.
Set the bar low, so nobody ever really cares.
All right, so the first thing for me, my headlines that you didn't know about
inspirational posters
with Joey and Chandler.
Yeah,
every episode you come up with something new. Remember we have our animated cartoon, our bobblehead, or
I think that. I mean, I'm just saying. Hasbro took off with like G.I. Joe and Transformers. That little kid has his little toy review, which I realize I'm no Optimus Prime, but I could be.
Did you know that
I'm Optimus Prime?
The cartoon He-Man came about because they created the toy for it, and they're like, we need a show.
Really?
And it's like, we need a show. We need to promote. Like a lot of those toys, I think in the 80s, or a lot of those shows in the 80s, they were toys, and they're like, hey, we need a cartoon to go with it. So kind of crazy. When you think about it.
They like looked at like Arnold Schwarzenegger and were like, let's make a toy that looks like him a little bit.
See, I originally thought
fuzzy underwear.
I originally thought it came from Conan, but they wanted to make it.
Arnold.
Yeah, they wanted to make it kiddie, right? Like kid friendly. And then I was reading a couple weeks ago that they actually made the toy. I think it was Hasbro, and they're like, well, now we need a cartoon for this.
Conan the Barbarian and like all those little Conan movies, like they're on like I don't know, it was on Netflix or something the other day. The other day being a while back, and so I was like, "Well, now I'll watch it with the boys." Yeah, I didn't. I mean, because I'd only really ever seen some of those movies.
I got the first 2 on DVD,
but I've only watched them like on TV, like edited version. So I didn't realize that some of the stuff that's in those movies is in the movies.
Did you watch the first one with the boys? Yeah, with the nudity and all that.
Yeah, I was all hey,
and the snake cult and the orgy and all that.
Yeah, I was all.
You're like earmuffs.
This is the problem with not going up living in a spot where you had cable, so you can actually see unedited versions of movies. So like all your like little Saturday morning and Sunday afternoon movies don't sometimes do it justice on everything that's in the movie.
All right, so what I want to say, my first thing that happened to me since we last got together is my streak of not throwing up ended. I still don't know if it was food poisoning or stomach bug, but all I know is Friday night and Saturday night is when you did your homecoming.
Yeah.
That weekend was killer. And I was supposed to go to my stepmom's on Saturday, and I ended up calling her. I was like, "Yeah," I told her what happened. I was like, "I feel good," and I actually ended up. I had and it's better now, but at the same time, I got an ear infection. Ugh. And so I ended up taking off work that Monday.
I'm dying.
But my stomach was feeling better by Monday or by Sunday night. But I was like, I could barely hear. You know how you're in the bathtub or you're in the swimming pool, you know how your ears kind of got water in it? You don't really hear a sound? Or it's muffled or whatever? I can't stand that. I was like, I can't go to school and be like, huh? What? Yeah. I'm not going to know what these kids are saying. And I had, and the
Mr. Bing says what?
And I had a, like I said, the ear problem, it bothered me for like weeks. Where it didn't hurt because I had medication, but it wasn't clear sound. And I had this one kid who would always want to tell me stories, and I didn't let the kids know I had an ear infection, but he always wanted to tell me stories, and I'd tell him repeat it like once, and then he'd tell me, and I wouldn't hear it, and I'd be like, I just start nodding. All right, man, go sit down.
Today's your day, buddy. If you want to talk to me, talk away.
I was like, go sit down.
I'm gonna be listening, but I'm gonna do some work on my computer too. So if it doesn't look like I'm listening, I really am.
And then another thing on my headlines is you see, I'm still not gonna quit. I'm gonna find some way to make it to where we get our two mics working all together. But it still amazes me that two mics is not better than one unless you have the perfect setup. Like there's things I don't know about. So we're using our one mic, but we got it in the middle, and so that's pretty cool. Like I was telling you on our first take when I screwed it up. Maybe if I'd have paid attention more in science class, I'd have been able to set this up a lot better.
You know what I was thinking popped in my head? And I want to give it a shot like later on. I wonder if me, like, because we running your mic out of a laptop, I wonder if me running my mic out of the laptop and you inviting like that.
We could do that too.
Like that, so that way it would pick up.
We could do that. It's just whoever starts it would have to be started from the phone. So like, yeah, if you use the laptop, cool. Or if I use it's just whoever.
Gotcha.
But yeah, one of us it has to start from the phone because there's no invite friend on here. They got some cool stuff on this Anchor app. Advertisement there.
Little name drop for
little
you guys.
Name drop there for the
Put some money on our account.
So one thing though is it's the app itself has some more features that like I like the computer.
Yeah.
But the enhancement, the audio enhancement thing and the invite friends, those are both through the phone. I can't do it through the computer. And I'm like,
there's got to be a way. I think if we just mess around a little bit longer.
Yeah, probably true. But yeah, going back to again the science, I spent most of the time in that science class. That was a class we joked and goofed off a lot.
Yeah.
I still remember sticking the pencil up your red warp's nose and getting it like I got the whole brown part.
If I remember
the sharpened part.
If I remember,
I don't know how you guys not brain damaged. How I didn't poke him.
No, because I thought you did the eraser. Was it the eraser?
I thought I went. Well, that would have been safer. Maybe I did. Maybe I did go eraser.
I think it was eraser because I remember like the whole metal disappearing, and just thinking like that's a lot. That's a lot of pencil.
I just remember it was me, you, and 3 other people just staring at me do it. he just looked the whole time at the board, and teacher didn't notice a single thing.
I think our teachers kind of wrote us off.
You still talk about our observing the grass grow. We're like, what are we supposed to do?
Just because like y'all stay over that way, I'm gonna like teach the rest of the class over here. It's not fair.
It's the late 90s, right?
Should have been like the whole reason when they have like those when you have workshops and they're like, what was your motivation for going into whatever? Like my motivation for going into administration was my biology teacher, so I could fire him. People would be like, "What?"
There were still teachers that I disliked more. Again, like the guy that did not help us for the science fair.
They called us stupid.
Basically, he didn't say it word for word, but he pretty much implied it. And I was like, "What the?"
Yeah.
I was like, "I thought you're here to motivate and inspire young minds, not like tear them down immediately." So, but it is what it is, right? There's again a lot's changed since the 90s. Weren't we talking on the phone? Like, I know I showed up our sophomore year, but I could have sworn they were still fishing my first year because there were people that wanted to fish me.
I think they got rid of it. Like they kind of were trying to phase it out because somebody didn't get it done as a freshman, and so they were like, "Hey, you can't do it."
We just think of all the things that were that are considered hazing and bullying and stuff like that now. That back then was just normal practice. Just like that was just an everyday thing.
Yeah, I remember I was there and like I was being held up against the wall while like somebody was writing on my arm and I was writing on my face.
I still can't believe
teachers just walking by.
I still can't believe you said someone was mad that they didn't get it.
Yeah, that's how
they felt excluded.
Shutting it down was because like so and so got called in was like because the kid felt bad because they didn't get it done to them.
It's just that's actually crazier than teachers. Excuse me, that's probably crazier than teachers just watching by while it's happening. Is that someone was actually mad they were excluded?
I guess because like I mean yeah, it's like I didn't get beat down, so I feel bad. No, just let it go. It's fine.
You're like
pro hazing.
You're like principal. Where's my wedgie?
I'm like, I would like to pull the underwear out of my butt crack as well. No one has lodged it up there forcibly yet.
You start doing it to yourself.
Go into the restroom, come out. Oh, they got me too. I'm one of the crowd now.
Oh,
no one's in the restroom with you.
Oh, we know we had cameras. Yeah. What?
Like, we all say that we don't have cameras, but only one person has access to them. They check.
All right. So also, SAC won the championship. Did you say you watched that on ESPN too? The soccer team.
No,
You just saw that it happened.
I saw it on Twitter. I think I don't know, Twitter, social,
Probably
Instagram.
they're all
something.
over that place.
I'm like on the social medias, on the InstaFace.
On the InstaFace.
Is that what it's called? Like,
Yeah.
is that what Bill Belichick calls it? InstaFace or Facegram, whatever he calls
What
them.
do they call it? My book. No. So I went to the conference final. Actually, I went to all of them. The semis, finals, the conference finals, and then the championship.
Yeah.
And the last two were on Sundays, and so that championship game I took off because hey, I knew it was gonna be late. Because also if it had gone 120 minutes in PKs, dude, I could have been at a stadium till midnight. So I didn't want to wake up early to go to school the next day, so I just took the day off. But a lot of the other people I go hang out with at the games, they did not take the day off, so there wasn't a lot of celebrating going on. And so we were just kind of like
Sucks to be you.
hanging out or whatever. But I like an idiot, I misread something, and I thought I had purchased these 72 little mini bottles of champagne. I was gonna hand them out in the parking lot afterwards. I'm gonna celebrate, right? Take a little shot. Took a swig, spit it out immediately. It was bubble mix. It was so disgusting. Couldn't get that taste out of my mouth for a while. Burping bubbles, and now I'm stuck with them. They're in my car. I don't know what to do with them. But
just give them out to the kids.
But it's a champagne bottle, so what I'm saying, like the bottle is a champagne bottle, so it's not even a bubble bottle.
You can't peel the label off.
That's a lot of work, man. That's a lot of work for me. I'd just be like, I'd rather just like leave it on the street for someone to pick it up or something. And then the last thing I have for my headline is and I just learned this year, and I don't know if you knew it. We get 5 sick days, 5 discretionary days a year. Apparently, if you don't use your sick days, you lose them, and I've been losing them a lot over the years. And so, like, from now on, I'm like, every year I'm taking 5 days off. Yeah, I don't know what to tell y'all. It's just going to happen. But I've already taken 4 days off this year, so I'm not taking a day off probably until February.
You know what's one of the things that as far as like with that too, like I would honestly like not encouraging people to. It's not anarchy here. I'm not going crazy with this.
To like miss work.
But there's that old wives' tale, or what would you call it? Like old teacher's tale. Of you can't take a day off before a break or something like that.
That's an unwritten rule.
I've never seen that in policy anywhere.
That's an unwritten rule, man. It's just like something that people just do.
Yeah, but that's one of those things though. Like if it's not written down, then it can't really fully be enforced.
Right. No, I agree with you. I'm just because like I was surprised no one said anything to me. I took a Monday off and I had a 3-day weekend right before Thanksgiving. But I'm like, well, what are y'all gonna do? It's a day. I'm gonna use it. I have it.
I mean, you can't fully predict when somebody's gonna be sick.
I just made sure not to go around telling people, at school that I didn't trust. That hey, this is why I'm not going to be here Monday.
Be like, I'm not really sick. Wink, wink.
You got any headlines? Anything?
No.
This cat jumped over. It caught my. I was like, what?
I was like, what are you looking at? No. I mean, I'm good. And nothing. It's just been crazy at work. It's just been busy. Like, you think, yeah, I mean that just busy at work. Nothing that's popped out really.
If we ever make it big and we get our star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame,
that'd be really cool.
I want your notes for these shows to go into the Hall of Fame.
about as many notes that I take for this show as I took in college for all my classes. Same as in high school. My handwriting's bad.
I can't read this.
Shoot, some of the stuff I can't. Like I write down stuff and I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get into that habit. And I'm going to write stuff down. I'm writing, and then I come back and I'm like, I don't even know what that says.
At least I know what I write, but I write down notes for myself, and I'll be like, "What is
your handwriting's better?"
Well, I'm talking about when I type notes, and I'll be like, I know what it says, but I'll be like, what was I thinking? I put like 2 words. Like if I put episode 8, right?
Yeah.
Normally, like I'm right now, episode 8 means something to me. Tomorrow I'll be like, what is that?
Yeah.
I was like, what the?
It's kind of the way I am too. I'm like, I'll take my laptop, or I'll take my little iPad with the little keyboard on it, and I'll write everything down. And I'm just like, I don't want to write anymore. I'm tired and I'm bored and I'm disengaging because I'm having to type what you're telling me. And I really don't
Disengaging.
care.
You've lost me here.
Pretty much. I'm not like all day workshops just are horrible for me because like after about 5 minutes I'm all.
I think of when you tell me about your workshops, I'm thinking about hopefully you're getting a lot out of that because like you're missing work when you go to these workshops. So, like you picking up stuff that you like hey, you can take to your job.
You would think I am, right? But not really. No, just kidding. I mean I do like little bits and pieces, but it's one of those things that it's one of those things that
like right there. Sorry.
It's one of those things where like I'm a practicality and stuff like that. Like you sit there and look at because I mean all the workshops you go to and stuff are really those things that.
Well, I don't get to go to a lot of workshops. I do like they make us do after school trainings and stuff.
Well, but even like the trainings, man, it's the same thing. It's just like longer versions of stuff, man.
Yeah.
Like you sit there and you're like, hey, I'm gonna do this, and you know what'd be great is to do this and this and this and this. Like, I mean, I don't know how many different books that people have written and stuff, and like they sell it and they like, oh, number one bestseller, which I'm like, I don't see how. First off, like how everybody and their mom is the number one bestseller.
It must not take a lot to be a bestseller.
That's what I feel like. It's like a New York Times bestseller, Oprah's List bestseller.
It's like you need to sell 1,000 books. Who knows?
I'm like, are you a bestseller like of the day, and then you just get to take that title home? Like you were Tuesday, November 14th. If November 14th ever was a Tuesday, I'm sure it was at some point. Like,
someone's looking it up now.
I'm sure they're like, let's pause this podcast for a second, a quick moment. But everybody, how to build culture or how to teach kids from low economic stuff. There's just certain stuff. I mean, it's just kind of universal. Like, if you're not a douche at school or like a boss, like you can lead a campus. If the kids don't have money, doesn't mean they're not smart.
Oh yeah, definitely.
They just don't have maybe the same level of experiences, and especially now with like the internet and everything, you can bring every single experience visually to a kid.
Oh yeah, we got technology in the classroom now. I do a lot of virtual field trips.
Yeah, I mean that's the thing. Like, shoot,
we went to Yosemite and Mount Rushmore, and the kids are on their Chromebook, just kind of whoa, you can spin it, you know.
Yeah, and I mean we sat there and took the kids to Universal Studios. The spring break that COVID happened. Like I was messing with I was telling the kids
right before we got on the trip when everything was
like,
shutting down.
COVID, like things were starting to like kind of close down, and we were like, man, are we gonna be able to fly back home? So, I think that takes us to like a PG-ish 13 R rating.
No, we'll just have to edit that one out.
But yeah, like there was like roller coasters that were like sitting still, and you put on like the 3D glasses or 4D glasses or whatever they call it, because like water shoots in your face, so it's like 4 dimensions. And like you're not really going anywhere. Like the machine's turning and doing stuff, and you're doing this, and back and forth and up and down and left and right and shaking you back and forth, but you don't ever move. Like physically, like you're in the same 10 feet space or whatever, like it goes.
Are you disappointed that you didn't physically move?
Well, no, I mean, it's just one of those things that like you look at it now, it's like it makes a little bit more sense, because then all of a sudden you're not having to really build like a roller coaster track all over the place and worry about things falling apart maintenance wise like that. You have all these things going, and so like you can give kids experiences and teach them.
Oh yeah,
but people make all this money because they're like, oh, I have the better way to do it. I don't think so, because like you have to have people that are willing to like implement those practices and policies, and that's the thing that really is the kicker, is how do you find somebody that wants to stay and do it and work a little bit harder? Because you take like our San Antonio region where we're at, you have schools that are in the outskirts and like would be the rural part outside of the region where they're not getting paid as much.
Yeah,
and especially depending upon where you live, you may live in the San Antonio area, and so you pass through all these school districts to go get paid less. And you may be a damn fine teacher, but you're like, well, I get $10,000 more to stay right here as opposed to driving out this way and give these kids my skills and my expertise. So you take your talents like LeBron took them and take them where you get more money.
Yeah, all right, totally agree. Real quick, I'm gonna switch to our teachable moments, and we'll come back to that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So now, teachable moments with Chandler Bean. All right.
I got it.
You got
I was like,
high five.
I was
Wait. Prost.
Prost, Germans.
All right, so this edition of Teachable Moments is more about. It's more for teachers this time. It's about the word choices. The word choices you use when you're teaching grammar and phonics. I was about to say grammatics. Grammatics, and they're
it's like Ebonics from back in the day mixed with like proper English. Grammatics.
But I was like, every time I'm doing grammar, I look at some certain words and I'd be like, I always like we sound it out. You know, we do our I'm not gonna get into it, but we blend our words or whatever, right? But there's certain words that I'll look at it and my first thought is like, the worst thing that could happen. Like, please don't say that. Please don't. Like when we did the word ship, I'm like, I hope they don't say, because I was just like, there's a P there. But you never know. You never know these kids. I still think, to me, the worst word may be the word duck, because I think in my mind you can screw that up two different ways. You can either say, or, you know, one year is like fudge, but it's not PG.
It's a mother trucker.
Yeah.
Or your friend Richard.
And then you have the other guy, yeah, who's Richard, or it's the male genitalia. And I'm like, there's a U there. There's a D there. So you never know with these kids. And then I remember sitting here, there was two words. One I texted you, and the word was castle. We were trying to sound it out. And I was like, hey kid, how do you say this word? Well, hey little Johnny, how do you say this word? And he's like, hole. And I was like, there's a C there. It's like, you gotta sound out the C. Let's try it again. He's like, hole. And I was like, no man, I think you're doing this on purpose. I swear, I think that's what I told him. Well, at least I told my brain that. I was like, dude, you can't keep messing this up. And then we looked at a map and was reading a key, you know, like a legend about where all the national forests are and national parks are in the United States. And they had the Grand Canyon was in Arizona. And I was having to work on one-on-one with a student. And I was like, hey, what state is this? And he's like, Hola. And I was like, it's Arizona. I don't even know how you get that there.
Yeah, what's wrong with your teacher from last year? You can't figure that out. Dude, but okay, so...
Okay, wait. So that's the end of Teachable Moments.
I don't see why the kids would mess that one up exactly.
What, Arizona?
Yeah, that's...
I don't know how you messed up Castle. I mean, I get duck, kind of, you know, but I don't get Castle.
Maybe it's like a Freudian slip on the kids' part. Like they really think that you're.
I think he was holding that in, and he just wanted to yell it out. He was waiting on his chance, you know, and he got me. All right, so real quick, let's move on to some what's trending before we take our break, right? First thing I want to say, I want to praise custodians, man. I meant to go in a little bit yesterday, a little bit today, catch up on some things. But those custodians, man, they work their tails off and they barely get time. You know, they work half, they're probably off today now. They work half today and they'll be off tomorrow. And should be off Friday. But I mean, like, when we go Christmas break or winter holiday break, however you want to say it, they only get like Christmas Eve, Christmas off. They work all the other days.
Yeah, man. Like
they work the entire summer off unless they take a day off here and there. Not for July, but
it wasn't until like I started working as like a teacher that I really realized that. But yeah, like there's a lot that still go in. They still go in, man, and they have to do extra work like during the week, or they do all this other stuff, and it just kind of sucks because it's like, man, like that's.
You guys got a shortage? We got a shortage on people, and so like some of our head custodian, sometimes he has to help their schools out. Like he's doing overtime and whatnot.
We're so small that we don't actually have head custodians. We have just like everybody kind of reports to like whatever, like the direct operations director.
What sucks is their pay. Like it's almost better for them to get another job.
Yeah, like it really is like a dedication, like a devotion of like kind of work and love. Because you think about, they could go like drop fries and sling burgers somewhere else, but instead they come show up at a building early in the morning. Or stay late, depending upon what their shift is, and they're cleaning up. I mean, some of the nastiest stuff. Because think about really everybody in podcast land, and think about some of the nasty stuff that you've seen in any restroom or on any floor.
You forget, I used to work at Walmart, having to clean bathrooms,
and so like they go in and when you walk in, you're like, oh, that's gross, and then they're the person that has to come in and deal with the gross. And so, like, I mean, yeah, it's definitely one of those things.
I gotta hope
an
you
unsung
guys.
hero.
I gotta hope it doesn't happen at your school because they're a little bit older, and that they're past this. But we got kids that they'll climb into a stall, lock it from the inside, and then crawl out underneath so that you can't get into the stall, right? And
that happened though. Remember we went to.
well, I mean, it happened in high school. But I was just saying, like, I hope. Well, it happened to us.
we were in high school and it happened.
So now you got to share the story though.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it's not a super.
It's not that we did anything.
It's
wrong.
not like it's an embarrassing moment ish thing. But so we were at Golden Corral, and that one's shut down. It's like a Ferrari dealership now.
Yeah.
But we're there at Golden Corral enjoying Friday night, like going out and hanging out when Golden Corral was like $6 at all you can eat buffet instead of like $20,000 nowadays. How it is now.
Oh yeah, back when we grew up without our money.
Yeah,
like $6. Let's go.
So we're there at Golden Corral and.
We both had to go to the bathroom.
Both of us had to use the restroom at the same time. You ended up beating me into the one stall, and the other stall was locked. I waited for a second.
And then you're like, I can't wait.
And I was like, I couldn't hold it anymore, so I had to go. And so I shimmied underneath because I'm like, I'll just make sure I don't touch anything else besides the ground, and I can do my business, and I'll wash the hell out of my hands. And it wasn't until I flushed the toilet that I realized why they had locked the door.
You're like, Chandler, we gotta go.
Yeah, as the water starts overflowing. And I honestly think like that was probably one of the fastest filling toilets I've ever seen. Like with the way the water just kind of flowed into it.
How'd you get back out?
Just shimmied underneath it real quick before the water got on the floor. Then washed the hell out of my hands like crazy.
I remember we went out. We're like, hey, Marsh.
Yeah,
let's go.
Our buddy was like about to walk in the user. We're like, use it somewhere else. Gotta go. Gotta get the hell out of here.
It was just like when I was telling you earlier. You reminded me of my gas run.
Oh yeah.
They didn't accidentally. It wasn't on purpose. Back when I tried to pay with a check, and you couldn't. And you were doing a job interview, and I was like, I'd already filled it up, and they were like, we don't accept checks, and I was just like, crap. It's like no cash.
Which is bad on them. I would have taken it.
I had no cash, and I was like, what do I do?
What are you gonna lose at that point? Like the check bounces. Well, they don't have anything else to pay with. Yeah, that's another thing. You think about it. It's another one of those things that's changed since we were kids. Like gas, like you could pump gas before without paying. Like now, it's like you got to go prepay everything.
It depends, like on the pumps, because some of that you can pay with a card now.
Yeah, but you still have to swipe the card.
Yeah.
So I mean, they're getting your money.
Oh yeah, they're definitely. I mean, maybe you funny when we got off the phone. I was thinking about how not only that, but when we grew up, we kind of had like we were there when the Nexus when everything was like changing. Like you had cash, checks, debit card. I still remember when because I was one of the last persons to like go to the debit card like thing. I was always like, "Can I pay with a check? Can I pay with a check?" Right?
Yeah.
And I remember Red Warp. He was the first one, and he was trying to use his debit card when places didn't even accept it.
Yeah.
So he's like, "What? You don't take my card?"
So he couldn't pay for that.
Yeah.
So I guess you're not eating with us today, buddy.
Yeah. And all these other what's trending I have, I'm probably going to keep because we're kind of running short on time. I feel like it's break time. Anything you want to add here the next minute or so?
No, I think we're good to go for a break.
I'm going to save all this other stuff. All right, we'll be right back then.
Alright guys, welcome back from break. We're going to start off this segment with my segment of What's Chapping Choey's. So this is like a universal chapping that will probably get every administrator's chat going and every teacher's. And it's attendance.
Teacher attendance or student attendance?
Student attendance, like taking attendance. There you
go. Taking it. Okay.
To make sure I clarify. Thank you for the clarifying question, sir. Taking attendance is just like a pain in the butt. So beyond belief, like, just make sure you just do it. It's not very hard. Like, don't count the number of kids on your roster and then look around and see the number of heads in your classroom and see, okay, well, which ones are missing? And then ask the kids who's missing from class. It's like a recipe for disaster. It really is.
What's a little bit different for you? So your teachers have to take attendance every period.
Yeah.
I have to take attendance one time a day, but like I thought you were talking about, so like for us, right? I got alarms set. because if attendance isn't in by 9, I guess it's bad for state funding. Like
Yeah.
if you turn it in late. So I'm trying to get it in on time, but like you can't turn it in too early. You can't turn it in too late. And I know a lot of times what happens at 9 o'clock, it's a busy part of the day. Excuse me, it's a busy part of the day. So it's like trying to remind myself, hey, step away real quick, log it in the computer.
The thing is, so like we take attendance 9 times a day because they count our advisory periods and other attendance time. 9 times. You think taking it 9 times you'd be getting good at it, but we have some that just can't do it right. And this is like a universal, like ever since
So I get what they're marking people absent that are there and people that are there
Yes.
absent.
Yeah. And it's just
Or
one
I
of those,
said
like,
that wrong.
Yeah.
But you know what I mean.
And it's like, okay, so you got 20 kids in the class. Who's missing? Well, who's gonna like just look up and see, count 20,
I am
20 or 25 kids.
They're like,
We're
I
not-
am.
we're not
I'm not
counting-
here.
200 kids. Well, not like it's not like some all inclusive or all like time consuming thing. However you say, like tasks and shit. Like, oh my god, we got to stop time for 4 hours in order to take attendance. 30 seconds. So and so, so and so, so and so. You don't have to ask for, if you know your kids, at least know the faces. You can look around. Oh, I see Chandler. I see Joey. Sounds good. Boom, boom, boom. I got people that are like, oh, I counted 20 heads and I know there's 20 on my roster, so I said they were all here. And then we got a kid who maybe is hanging out that's not supposed to be there. And it's like, dude, you just counted some, like.
I don't know what. Yeah, other than the I don't know an easy way than being like, hey, Chandler here.
Yeah.
It's Joey here.
But it's like 30 seconds to a minute. That's all it takes. Like,
Yeah,
you count,
right.
like I said, 25, 30 kids max.
But I'm trying to think of like some of the things we've done digitally for younger kids. Like part of me is thinking like you could do it. They could do like a Google Doc. That's time consuming.
Yeah.
And then you still got to go look at it and be like, you did it, you know?
Yeah, and it's just Jesus, man. Like, so like when I go to like call a parent, I'm like, hey, Mrs. Bean, like Chandler's been skipping school like the last few days.
What the heck are you talking about?
Yeah.
He's there all the time.
And then I pull up here the attendance record, and it's like, okay, well you're present 2 periods here and 2 periods there every single day, but all the other ones you're absent. And then you have to go back and ask the teacher, hey, did you? Oh yeah, I messed up. That was my bad.
Yeah, when they mess up, can they fix it? Because there's times I've kind of people present that aren't here,
Yeah.
and I like kids, and I just go back and then I like check it.
Well, you can fix it, but it's one of those things that why not just do it right in the first? But again, it's one of those like I wish I could like those are those things that are like those $1 million like #1 bestseller books that I would love to like. Here's how you take attendance. Like operational type stuff where you're like, here's how you take attendance.
Which
Here's
now,
how
but
you make sure that this happens.
do you know what year it is, right, man?
Yeah,
It's almost fun. You don't need a book. You need an app.
fine, whatever.
You design an app. Maybe it'd be awesome if you could link a QR reader code to the attendance book, grade book, whatever, right? And kids just scan it, something like that.
I mean, you would think like there's got to be an answer out there somewhere that's like
Super fast.
and I don't need to be like Bill Gates rich. Like I'm just talking like where I'm not looking at being a thousandaire anymore. Like make me $1 million and I'm good to go.
A little off topic now. You talk about money. You hear about that? The 49ers player that he retired because he sold a Pokemon card for $650,000, like almost $700,000. So apparently, like if I understand the article right, this dude's he's been trading cards and so I'm like that's his. I guess you can make similar money you were making in the NFL because he wasn't a superstar. And you're not taking a pounding. So I'm just like, man, makes me think maybe I should be collecting cards and trying to sell them,
Yeah.
I'd love $650,000. I'd stop teaching.
I'd still be on the bench for $650,000. Like, cause you make that, you figure minimum
In
wage.
football?
Minimum wage is like $350, I think. Like for the active roster.
But you got to worry about
You have to
the
be just
physicalness. I mean, like if it was basketball, yeah, I'll sit on the bench. I'll ride the plane. Baseball, yeah. I feel like in football, you have to worry about concussions and the ankle injuries and everything.
Yeah, but I mean, how many guys are getting hurt? Like when they're getting hurt is during games or during the training camp time. Other than that, nobody's getting hurt. Like how many people are really like blowing out a hamstring or a knee like during the week? They're not getting like that during the season.
And call them up. We'll find out.
Oh, give me
Get to the bottom of this.
Roger, I need the stats on that. He's like, who the hell are you?
Call your boy Jerry.
I wish.
Lifetime Cowboy fan, Jerry. Need some help?
I've been like that for a long time, buddy. Can you just give me the numbers?
Nah, but
I need it for my podcast.
yeah, that sucks, man. No, but I know what you mean. All I can say is, I just know for me is like I'm really good at it now. But if something comes up right at 9 o'clock, it's gonna
Yeah.
grab my focus.
But that 9 o'clock thing comes from like the district picking the time that they report to the state. So that's like a state thing. And the state, of course, the state knows state knows all. What was that? The claw stays. The claw chooses who stays and who goes. Was that Toy Story, right?
Probably, yeah. I would
Claw.
not agree with the state knows all thing.
Shh, they'll hear us on the podcast. They'll figure out who we are. Just for the record, Chandler said that, not Joey.
Chandler. Any more beef? Are you good?
No, that's it. It's just
I was running what movies you were going to ruin today. Like Titanic, Old Yeller, It's a Wonderful Life. You didn't bring any of that knowledge?
It's Wonderful Life. It comes out good. Oh, you want to ruin Old Yeller? The dog gets shot. But then somehow it has a puppy. Like you never see it making the puppy. If the Old Yeller was like nowadays, you'd see it making that. Like
it's not some rated X movie, man.
Dogs are wrestling.
What's going on over there?
I'll tell you what, though, you want to hear another? Like, you got me started tangent.
Uh-oh.
On a tangent right now.
What movie you're?
R.I.P.D. The one with Ryan Reynolds and one of the Bridges with Jeff Bridges.
No,
You
R.I.P.D.
never seen it? R.I.P.D. It wasn't a great movie. But they came out with a sequel that's on Netflix. Like they went straight to like Redbox or something. And I saw it on Netflix the other day because it's on Netflix now. And I was kind of like somewhat anticlimactic because it was like the beginnings.
Was it a prequel or a sequel?
Well, they didn't say it was a prequel. But like
you
when
figured
you
out
watched
it was a prequel?
you were like, oh, okay, this is the character that Jeff Bridges plays in the first one.
Right.
So it's like, well, of course, nothing bad's gonna happen to that guy.
You're like, damn it.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, everybody else up for grabs.
You're like, all the drama is gone.
It is. I mean, that's gonna be. I'm gonna be like in a nursing home if I make it to be that old, and that's gonna be my thing. I'm looking.
So, and you never watched The Rings of Power, right? Because you refused to.
I kind of phased out. I mean, I watched some, but then I kind of phased out because I was like,
again, I know based on what you say, like I know how you'll feel about it. I'm just saying that, like, we learned who Sauron is, and it's like, oh,
yeah, but
a little surprising there. I didn't see it coming. I was like, what?
Also, it actually shows you who the dude is.
You meet him, and it kind of was like I said. I was just
like a character that becomes him.
Yeah.
Oh, I might have to watch it then. Because I kind of phased out on it. Like, I like shows like that. I like mysterious, like, tell me stories and I like ancient time kind of crap. Like
that's not too much of a spoiler for people that might be listening, right? Because I didn't say who it was. I just say you learned.
You're like, yeah, it's so intense. Well, I don't have to watch it now.
Did you ever used to watch Mike and Mike when Greenberg used to be on there with Golick?
I used to listen to it as I drove to work.
Yeah. Listen to watch. They had remember when Herm Edwards used to like guest star and stuff, right? Yeah. Near the end of Game of Thrones, like there was a Monday episode. So Game of Thrones came out Sunday. It was Monday, and Herm Edwards is on Mike and Mike being like, the bad guy's got a dragon now, and they were like, what? And they're like, dude, you don't tell people that like less than a day after the show came out. I gotta give people a chance to watch it, you know?
Yeah, I don't understand. I just point out logic. That's all I did. I point out logic, like you should know.
All right.
Use your brain, people.
All right, so since it's almost Thanksgiving, Turkey Day, whatever you want to call it, you know, I figured we do a little Thanksgiving true or false trivia, right?
Okay.
And if you want, it could be a little sip game, or it could just be like a point game.
I gotta pop another top there.
I mean, I'm twisting your arm here, you know.
I mean, you know, it's
making you do it, right? Making me do it too, and then we'll have to pop another one for the next episode.
Yeah,
it is what it is, right?
Stuff happens.
All right, so ready to the game?
Yes, sir.
Oh, I didn't do it right. Bad hand. All right, so if you get it right, obviously you're good, and if you don't, take a sip. You know, it is what it'll be easy, right? Okay. So Thanksgiving is just a few days away. It's just a little holiday trivia for you, right?
Are these questions provided by Sherry?
That was awesome, though, wasn't it?
It was.
I love Sherry. I gotta bring Sherry back. I love Sherry.
Those like rotates through like the
Sherry just can't be there every episode, but she's got to come back because she's funny. No, these were not provided by Sherry, and I did not look at these other than maybe like the first one because I wanted to make sure I didn't paint it, you know.
Gotcha.
But there was one of these that I actually do know, So I remember this from school. I paid attention every now and then, you know. All right, so Abe Lincoln was the first American president to declare Thanksgiving as a holiday. True or false? Was he the first?
False.
It is false. George Washington actually issued a proclamation to observe Thanksgiving when we adopted the U.S. Constitution, right? And then James Madison also announced the observance of Thanksgiving in order to celebrate the end of the War of 1812. And even John Adams supported it, observing the holiday for general good fortune. So I read all that just to say, so if people listen to this podcast, they might actually learn something. You know, this episode, they're going to take something home from this one.
John Adams' brothers to Samuel Adams?
I think so.
The beer guy?
There were a couple Adams.
I know.
I think they were cousins. I don't know if they were brothers. I think they were cousins. All right, this was the one I know, so I'm not even going to answer this one. One of America's founding fathers suggested, true or false? One of our founding fathers suggested the turkey instead of the bald eagle be our national bird.
I think that was Ben Franklin.
It was Ben Franklin. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, we both remember that from school. Ben Franklin actually suggested this in 1784 because he thought the wild turkey would be more appropriate. He thought the bald eagle was silly and vain, and turkeys are more respectable and courageous. That's how he took it.
What?
That was his thinking. Remember, this guy had syphilis, you know. So
I don't know. Maybe that was messing with his brain at that point. Because the wild turkey is more courageous. Like if you drink a lot of wild turkey, then you might be more courageous.
All right, true or false? Harry Truman began the tradition of pardoning turkeys so that they weren't killed and used for Thanksgiving feast.
Yeah, let's go true. True. Yes.
It is true. In 1947, he started the presidential turkey pardon, which is still a tradition today. It is rumored that Abraham Lincoln unofficially began it. However, when he pardoned his son Tad, so they say, I guess he pardoned his son Tad's turkey, but that wasn't official. He just did it. I guess his son had a pet and he didn't want to kill it.
Why would? Who has a pet turkey?
It was the 1800s. He's from like Illinois, right? He's in. You remember the Lincoln cabin?
He's like a pet, like a pet chicken, or like I don't think they're very, like they have mites and stuff.
One of the teachers I work
you
with,
cuddle with those things.
She used to have pet pigs. Of course, they were raised for a stock show and stuff. So I mean, it's like, how much of a pet were they? You know?
Yeah.
I can't imagine that. To me, that would have been traumatizing. You raise your pet, and then next thing you know, dinner's served.
This tastes so good. What'd you do to it? Well, you raised him, son.
All right, true or false? In 2007, 2 turkeys earned a trip to Disney World on Thanksgiving Day.
True. It just seems like too stupid to not be.
It is true. President George W. Bush pardoned 2 turkeys named May and Flower, and they were then flown to Orlando to serve as honorary grand marshals for the Disney World Thanksgiving Parade. I'm sure they really enjoyed it all.
I'm sure they're like all freaking out in the cage the whole time.
All right, true or false? You'll probably get this one too. Eating turkey does in fact make you sleepy.
True.
Okay, turkeys do contain an amino acid, tryptophan, which is a natural sedative. Though eating turkey likely contributes to post-meal sleepiness, it is more feasible that your sleepiness is a result of not that you ate turkey, but that you ate a ton of turkey. So that's why they feel, and as well as the carbohydrates and fats that you eat or consume, you know, with the other side dishes.
The fact that you're such a fatty and you eat so much.
I mean, I guess like if you ate a child's helping of turkey, you'd probably be fine. But we all eat like,
as long as child's helping up everything else then too.
Yeah, as long as we don't eat, like a lot of people eat like 10 people's worth.
Yeah. Why didn't you get fourths? It's like, because I'm already sleeping.
I remember one year
I've got boobs.
when I still lived in Illinois, I went to 3 places for Thanksgiving. By the time I got to the 3rd place, I was like, I didn't want to eat anything.
You know, I'm good. I don't need to eat.
Yeah. Of course, they had all this food because we were like they didn't like, you know, they didn't have as many people over. They were like the later Thanksgiving, so it was like, well, now you feel bad because they cooked all this food, and it's just like, you know, you take that fat man breath.
And it sucks because you sit there and think, like, you look at the food and the food's so good. It's like, I don't need to eat anymore, but it just looks good. And like that, sometimes whenever I overeat now, it's because of stuff like that. Because I'm like, dang, man, like, it just looks good.
3 more to go, and you haven't missed one of these, man.
Yeah, I'll give me a push on that tryptophan one.
A push?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because it's like, I feel like it's an inconclusive answer, too.
Oh, that's true. All right, true or false? Native Americans used cranberries for more than just cooking.
Yeah, I would say yeah.
No, that was pretty easy.
Wait a second. I feel like it's a trick.
True, Native Americans used cranberries for cooking, but they also used them to treat arrow punctures and other wounds. They also used their fruit to dye fabric, and the name cranberry came from the Pilgrims. The drooping pink blossoms in the spring reminded them of a crane. I guess the flower. But as I'm reading this, I'm thinking, I like how they say Native Americans, because when I read Indians in the book,
yeah,
I don't know why, it bothers me. And I remember reading textbooks. Texas is one of those last states to realize, hey, we're the one of the last states that gets to be PC. If you think about it,
yeah,
we're just like, yeah, we'll do our thing. True or false? The Thanksgiving tradition of watching football on Thanksgiving started in 1934 with the NFL.
Oh, I'd say no then. False.
It is false. College football played on Thanksgiving all the way back since 1876.
Yeah, because I was going to say, like, especially the NFL thing, because I don't even think the NFL was fully, like going.
Do you know who the first teams were to join for Thanksgiving in the NFL?
I would love to say the Cowboys and the Lions, but I'm thinking it's probably...
You're half right.
Because the Cowboys weren't around until the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm half right, then that means that's a logical reasoning right there. So it'd be the Lions, maybe the Packers?
Okay, the tradition in 1934 started when the Detroit Lions took on the Chicago Bears. So they were the first ones to start it. The Detroit Lions have played on Thanksgiving every year since 1934, except for the years with World War II, between 39 and 44. I should know. So, like, when the Cowboys did it in the 60s or whatever, other teams didn't want to do it. They felt it was like a nuisance or something.
Yeah, it's like a short week.
Well, now people are like Jerry and Detroit. It's like you're on national TV every year.
Yeah, but still, you think they're playing tomorrow, and you just played Sunday.
Yeah, but after tomorrow, they won't play again until the following Sunday or whatever.
So I mean, it's kind of, I don't know. It's kind of, it just depends on how you look at it. Like, you play that short week, but then you get all the extra rest.
All right, and then the last one, true or false? The Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade has become a staple because the department store Macy's was the first to sponsor a parade on Thanksgiving.
I feel like the last part makes it false.
They said, "False. You're all right." Gimbel's, a Philadelphia department store, was actually the first to sponsor one in 1990.
Wait, isn't Macy's and Gimbel's? Isn't that Gimbel's is the one that went out of business because of Macy's, right?
Macy's followed suit 4 years later and soon became the parade associated with Thanksgiving holiday. Macy's parade became even more popular following the 1947 movie Miracle on 34th Street, which showed actual footage from the parade that year. Remember Macy's may have taken over Gimbel.
I think, because isn't that what Vince Vaughn said in that Mr. and Mrs. Smith thing, like when he was comparing the two?
Dude, it's been 2 years since I've seen Mr. and Mrs. Smith.
Yeah, it's been a while. I didn't realize that until the other day we went and did some stuff, and I had to wear some my actual boots to do some work outside and where we're at.
Not cowboy boots.
No, like cowboy boots. And I got that pair of cowboy boots I wore is like almost 20 years old.
Do you know that you just remember them? As soon as you put them on, you're like,
well, because I remember whenever I bought them, just about how old I was, and I was like, God dang, this is about 20 years old pair of boots.
Hey, just so you know, this is our longest episode I think we've ever had.
Sweet.
Yeah, we just all that talking just get all the times we got off tax. We're like, we're not even on topic anymore.
It's not really off topic, man. We are the Seinfeld.
I forgot to lead into that with the joking with Jans. You did your lead in, and I was just like, it's a terrible episode for me. All right, I'm going to promote our social media, all right, towards the end.
Sounds good.
Like I told you earlier, please follow us, Choey, Choey, the letter N, and then JAN for Chan. Joey and Jan on Instagram and Facebook. We have 84 followers on Instagram.
Going for 100.
Yeah, we're going for triple digits. Or you can tweet us at Joey and Jan, and we don't have any followers on Twitter yet, but
I'll change that right now.
Yeah, you have to change that right now. All right, and until then, we'll see you next time. All right.
Later.
Later.